Hello guys, you are welcome to another module of the High Paid Freelancer Premium program. And in this module, I'm basically going to be explaining all the functionalities on Upwork and how you can utilize them, okay? So now, when you sign up on Upwork and your account is approved, even if it's not approved, basically, it takes you to this page, right? Now, if Upwork has not sent you an email and you want to know if your account has been approved, you can simply click on a job, and if it allows you submit a proposal right here, then you can, as long as the submit proposal button is functional, like showing how it can work, then you have been approved and you can start sending proposals. Now, usually after your first job, they will ask you to verify your ID. You can use either temporary voter's ID, temporary national ID, or a passport, or the permanent ones, or a driver's license, right? Any of that. Now, this is what you see. Now, this is the new Upwork thing. If you're using your phone, it's basically the same thing, just in a different format, all right? So for your feed, your job feed is basically jobs that are similar to what it is you've put in the skills and the thing you've done. If you've watched the how to create an account video, then you will understand what I mean. It's basically simple. When creating an account, in fact, once you've created your account, you already understand all these things because the skills are there, the skills you put are there, and that. So the algorithm takes all of that and presents jobs like that and presents similar jobs to you. Okay, it's mostly correct. So that's not a bad thing. And then now we go to best matches. Best matches are basically jobs that will be that Upwork feels like will be the most fit to your clients, to your client's hiring preferences ordered by most relevant. Okay, so you've seen this, and then it goes to most recent, and this one is simple. Basically, the job as they are updating them, that's how they're rolling. That's as they update them after they come out, right? 12 minutes ago, 21 minutes ago, and more. It's not even that busy yet. It's not really fully day breaking. EST, that's American time and some other distance. So once that time has come and work there started, more jobs will be uploading steady regularly, a lot of jobs, right? And if you want to take advantage of this, you can see less than 5 proposals, 5 to 10, you can still submit, and see 5 to 10, you can still submit, less than 5, and the rest of that, right? But these are looking like low paying jobs, yeah, less than 5. You see, so these are stuff you can use, okay? And then this is your saved jobs. Basically, you go to jobs where you just say, you just save. Maybe for some reason you can't submit. This is one thing you can always do, guys. So for some reason, let's say you're just going through the Upwork, you're just scrolling through your Upwork feed, and you can't submit a proposal there. Then you can save it to that point. Okay, you can save. You can just click on this love button and to save it. If you want to remove it, you click on the love button. It's out of your saved jobs. All right. That's how simple it is. So that's basically the rundown of this. Now you have your search button, which you can search for the job, right? Like you can search sales letter copywriting, and then it gives you an option. Once it gives you, you can filter your search. This is easy too, okay? They can see German copywriter in there for code, email, outreach, and rest. We're not Germans, we're not applying for that. Skin copywriter for resumes, bios on LinkedIn profiles. And you basically, you can set your search, you can filter your search to intermediate, expert, and the rest of that, depending on what it is you are doing, okay? For job type, you can put, you want the minimum hourly requirement to the maximum hourly requirement, so you can put the job they show you should not be less than $10 per hour, and it should not be more than $50 per hour, right? So you can put a fixed price, nothing less than $100, something within the ranges of $100 to $500, $500 to $1,000 and above, and the rest, or you can manually set it down here. You can check the number of proposals. You want something less than 5 or 5 to 10, right? Like I told you guys. So 15 to 20 is also good too, but 20 to 50 or more, like you're better off living, especially if the client has started interviewing some people. So I incorporated jobs, client info, my previous clients, payments verified. That's on that one you can use because you want to make sure the client's payment is verified before you start working with them. Clients history, no hires. You can basically, that's just how it goes. Hours per week, 30 hours per week, now listen per week. Okay, so let's go back. All right, let the profile load. So I'm still waiting for the profile to load. There's some things I want to show you guys here. I don't know, seems like network is fucking up again as of this time. Okay, that's better. So as you can see here, this is basically like a rundown of my profile, right? This is a new update. In the previous update, this was not available. As you can see, Walter Elena here, sales data copywriter. I have 13 available connects. Now, connects are what you use when submitting proposals. So it can go from 1 connect, 2 connects to as high as 6 connects. It doesn't exceed that. Now, the way connects work is quite simple. When you submit a proposal, you get paid in connects. If your proposal gets a response, right, then your connects, Upwork will refund your connects to you. I think they will give you about 10 extra connects. So that's how you never run out of connects, okay? So you want to make sure that you're sending out proposals that have sense, that make sense. Alternatively, if your connects are this thing exhausted, you can always buy new connects, okay? So you can click on the connect button and you can see buy connect, view connect history, and the rest of that. You can also change your plan here. Alternatively, you can find it when you go to your settings or your user settings, membership and connects, okay? These are the places you can see their membership free, current billing cycle, and the rest of that, okay? So that's how you get connects. Now, you look over here, it's your hours per week. Now, I'm open to working, to my profile, accordingly, I'm open to working 30 hours, at least more than 30 hours per week. So what that basically means is that, what do we call it? That I'm showing people who are looking to hire me that this guy is open to working more than 30 hours per week, because believe it or not, it's actually a thing that someone can reject you because you are showing less than 10 hours per week or 10 hours or less, and they need someone who will have more time to work with this full time. Okay, so that's it. So we want to set it to this thing. You can set it to more than 30 hours per week, or the best is actually as needed, open to offers. Okay, less than 30 hours per week, none, kind of things there you get. Now you go to profile visibility and it's quite simple. Mine is set to public, so you can see your profile is visible to general public. And we help also in search engine results. Upwork users only, private. Profile will not appear in search results. Upwork search engine will not be visible. This one is if you want to just be pitching out clients from outside Upwork and just bring them directly to your Upwork profile. That's what private is for. Upwork users only is only Upwork users will see you. That's also good. Both of these two are recommended. I don't recommend the last one. Okay, so you choose anyone. Don't come and ask me my DM. What option should I choose? Choose anyone, I beg. Then my categories, these are categories you must have set when you're opening the account, but basically is display advertising, email marketing information, lead generation, channel marketing, and the rest of that where I offer services to clients. Basically, this is all part of what I went through in the opening of an account video. And then under this is how I write, right? You can see it's simple as that. Okay, so my proposals, I can go and view my previous proposals here. 1 active candidate, 1 submitted proposal. You can see I've not really been active on Upwork for quite some time now. In fact, at the time I'm recording this video, I think I've not sent any proposal throughout this year. All the interviews I've been getting, I've been rejecting them. I've been busy with other things, but at least once I'm done with this current update I'm making to the course, I'll be able to continue with my distance. I'm just only working with my previous clients who are outside of work, but I'll be able to continue and start pitching out new clients. So your network, this is beta tested. I've not really done intro about this, but it's basically creating like a community or stuff, direct contracts, you see, where you can create direct contracts, get paid, and the rest of that, okay? So now we're going to go over to your profile, to my profile first, okay? As you can see, top rated plus 94% job success. I don't know why Upwork did that, but I don't understand how job success rates work sometimes, but that doesn't really bother me. So you can see your profile. If you click on this plus sign here, you can create a specialized profile. If I wanted to, I already have one. I can click, you can create up to 3. All work, this one is 1 all work and the rest. You can come here if you want to edit your hourly settings. You can also edit it from the other place I showed you. You can do this on your mobile phone too, guys. You can copy the link to your listing. You can edit your profile overview here. Okay, you can set up a consultation service here. I don't know if this is only available to me, but I believe it should be available to everyone now. So you can see my work history here. Okay, and basically your portfolio, my skills, my project catalog. I've been trying to cover this project catalog aspects because I believe it's something that's really huge. But Upwork has been, they reject my distant catalog. There's so much requirements around it. So once they reject it, I just forget about it and keep going. So if you have testimonials, you can get testimonials from clients on LinkedIn and the rest of that, right? That's totally awesome. Certifications that I have some certifications, but I don't think Upwork shows them. So if you have the ones that Upwork can show, check it out here. You will be able to add it. And then you go employment history, other experiences, and the rest of that. But typically, you can see how down this is. So most times, clients don't get yet. This is where they actually just stop as they've gone through your jobs and probably your portfolio and your skills. That's it. Most times, they hardly even get down to these points, these other points. Okay. So, like I said, you can change your hour per week, your languages, you can put that, or you see if you're verified, your education, and the rest of that. All right. That's basically all of this. I've shown you guys how to use Connect. I've shown you guys how to do this. I don't believe I need to show you guys how to submit a proposal because I've shown that countless of times in the videos, but you just click here. You want to submit a proposal, you click here. Let's wait for it to load up. So you can either, when you come here, you can either decide to use your general profile or your copywriting profile. That is me, I created a copywriting profile for myself, right? Or if you have a third profile, use it. Now, the profile you're using should be relevant to the job you're submitting, okay? So if I have, let's say, a social media marketing profile, and I want to submit job to the social media marketing, I'll use my social media marketing profile, you get? And likewise, since it's copywriting, and I want somebody to copywriting, I'll use that, right? So the job details is basically here. This is a bad example because I think this is in Russia, German. I don't know what it is, but basically, it's a content writing job. You can see that the person is willing to pay, even for an intermediate experience, to pay $13 or $33 per hour. Less the job is going to take less than 3 hours per week, and he's looking at it to be 3 to 6 months, right? Skills and experience required Dutch, journalism, blah 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 blah. You can see them all here. Now, this is where most people get a dilemma. Okay, so here's the thing. Most of you guys ask me, should you send it to match this thing? But you can see that as of $30 here, it's less than the highest here. Now, obviously, Upwork tells you to bid blah blah blah. To see the listing, you should upgrade so you can see the bid range. But to be honest, I don't really care about that. What I usually do is I just submit with what this is. I rarely ever edit this, but if you want to edit it, you can bring it down something like $20 per hour. And then obviously you see how much will be after Upwork charges their fee, right? And then you can submit your cover letter and you can submit your distant portfolios, your CV, anything, any attachments you want to make. If you're a writer or listening, like I said earlier in the group, you want to make sure you're putting it in the Google Docs or this thing, so you just submit it easily instead of attaching a whole other file to it, okay? And then you click on submit proposal and you can submit your proposal. Simple as that, all right? So let's get back to the previous one. So it's basically that, okay? You can see write your speech / cover letter for my web development services in Pakistan, polish SEO, and the rest of that, right? So now we have gone to find work. We've gone to basically find work is where we are at now. You can go to save job, you can go to your previous proposals, you can go to your profile, you can go to your stats. If you are new, I talked about taking the Upwork readiness test in the 0 to Take a Challenge Upwork video. Please go and watch it. But I think I'll make a separate video so it's easy for you guys to take that. You guys can get to Rising Talent fast and be able to do that, okay? Project dashboard, I don't have any projects, I'm not taking you there now, okay? So then for jobs, I can go to my jobs, I can go to all contracts and work that way. Now, if you're asking me, how can I impute hourly jobs? This is where you can do it, okay? I think, so we'll click all contracts, right? You can do it from there. Let it load up. So do I have, let's see what can be done. So let's just find anyone that's like an hourly that's ongoing. And this is, right? So this is kind of like, we've not closed it. So I click on it if I want to add. If I want to add, if manual time is allowed, it's quite simple. So I go to time and earnings, and I don't think manual time is allowed for this. Okay, it's allowed. Wait, let's check. You can find out in your distance in the terms and settings other manual time is allowed. But let's go to work there and check. So you can see total hours, 0 hours, and I click on plus if I want to add manual hours. Now today is Friday 28th. And I can only add from now. I can also add for something from this week because it's always their trading cycle usually starts on Monday, right? So I can say Monday, just leave the time zone as UST. I worked from 3 a.m. to 12 a.m. I worked from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. and the rest of that. And then they will ask you for a brief description of what you are doing. And once I've done that, I will click on save. And then if it's $10 per hour, if it's $10 per hour and I clicked 3 and I inputted 10 hours, or I inputted 3 hours on Monday, that means I'm going to get paid $30 on Monday, right? Now, it can only be Monday. Let's say it's an everyday work, right? So, and I come back, put Tuesday 3 hours, put Wednesday 4 hours, put Friday 4 hours, put then this today. It has not ended, so you can't book for something in the future. You can book for hours as past today, but you can't book for something in the future. Okay. And then total, let's say everything total at the end of the day comes down to 30 hours a week. I worked that week, right? And this is for mostly for those who don't want to use the laptop to track their movements, or they don't want to use what do we call it? They don't want to just use laptop, or they don't have a laptop for you to use the Upwork desktop account. You just want to input hours manually. If your contract allows you to input hours manually, that's fine. Okay, so you put the start time, you put the end time, that's how you measure it. So if you're putting 12 a.m. and ending at 6 a.m., that means you've put 6 hours. It's basic math. So then you start going through over that on a Wednesday. You can put that then 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. again on Thursday. Same thing. That's you've entered 12 hours for that week, right? Simple. And you click on save, it will be added there. Then I will show you how then if you go and refresh your reports, you will see it. But sometimes it can take up to an hour or 2 hours before you reflect. But just make sure you've repeated that, okay? Now, note, manual time does not qualify for Upwork hourly quotation. What this means is simple. Sometimes your client's billings will be rejected, probably because, I don't know, it's a whole system about it, but Upwork basically pays you out of their own money while they're waiting for like a week or so to confirm their money. And basically, this is a long story, but when I researched into it, it just shows how fucked up the banking system is and why crypto is coming to take over and the rest of that. But Upwork pays you from their own money, and then your clients, but last week, listen, has to go through. So if last week own failed and they won't pay from their own money this week, if you had manual time. However, if it was from tracked hours from your desktop app, then it will still pay you, but they will advise you not to work again, right? Until the thing has the contract will be on hold until the client has we done their has verified has updated their payments settings that Upwork automatically bills from, right? So you can come over here and you can see manual time. Manual time is at start date November 1st, rate $25 per hour, right? You can see all of this contract ID and the rest of this, okay? So that's basically it. The contract now, if once it's ended, we can ask for feedback and the rest of that. Then over here, you can propose a new contract, give feedback, end the contract by yourself if you want to. That's fine. All right. So I believe I've taken you guys through this. Work diary should basically be the same work diary I just showed you. I've not worked this month, so I've not worked at all this month, so I don't think it should be anything there. No time logged this day, right? So that's basically it. Okay. So now we're going to go to reports. Now, the first place you go is overview, okay? And basically, when you are working, this is where you will see all the current contracts, hourly contracts, and the rest of that. You won't see this thing here. You actually see your fixed time contract, which reminds me, I have to say something about this. But the price will just be there, the amount in escrow. Once you completed that and completed the milestone, you can move on to that, right? So you can see work in progress. If I was working in progress, now the way I told you guys on that manual hours, when I put 6 hours, let's say I put 6 hours for yesterday, right? And it was like $20 per hour. That would have been $120. You'd have seen work in progress here is $120. Then after Sunday night, that is by early Monday morning. So we'll send you an email that work week has ended and everything is in review. And after review, that is by the next week Friday, it moves to pending, and by the next week Wednesday, it moves to available. Now, if you are top rated plus like me, it's basically a review. By that Friday, I can withdraw. There is no pending for me, especially if I'm working with the clients, right? But that's only for top rated plus guys. Okay. So what is available, you can withdraw. As you can see, my last payment was $268. All right. So these are contracts I have, but they're not really active. All right. So When will I get paid? You can Google that out yourself. I've shown you guys this. Now, I want to explain something about hourly contracts. And basically, when you get an hourly contract, it should actually show you. So let's say you get an hourly contract for $1,000, right? And now the first milestone, because when you get an hourly contract, it can be described in two milestones. Let's say write copy for emails and sales page, right? Let me just use copywriting. So you're writing for you're writing their emails and writing their sales page. So let's say the first deliverable should be writing their emails. Once you've clicked that, the escrow should be like $500, right? So you put the $500, and once you are done with that, you go to that place where I showed you guys where you can find your contracts, right? Once you found your contract, once you go to your contract, the contract, that particular contract, the person you're working for, you see it there. There will be something around here that will be like submit work for review, and you submit work for review. Depending on your this thing, but it's best to do that because that way the person can't just easily cancel out. He can only ask for a requested feedback. If the person doesn't do that, then within the next 14 days, Upwork will automatically release that $500 to you. So when anything happens to the person, you get your money. Not only, but after that, you still have to wait 5 days. So basically, it's about 19 days before you get your money. Compared to when the person says it, the person is satisfied and the person clears the funds in escrow. Basically, you get you just have to wait extra 5 days for it to clear in that pending. Then, if you but if the person is not satisfied, the person can request changes, and you request changes as simple as that. Okay, nothing stressful, nothing distant. Yeah, simple as that. Okay, so that's how hourly work happens. Okay. So make sure the person has something in escrow. Now, this is overview, billings and earnings, connect history. You can check your connection history here. Transaction history, your certificate of earnings. You can use this for any. When I was renting my current place, I wanted to know if I could afford it. So I think this was the easiest I used instead of showing them my other account. So I took the certificate of earnings here and did that, right? So you can see reports. So this is basically where you can find your connect history over here. You can see when last you bought connects and the rest of that, right? So monthly connect renewal. Oh, that's true. Upwork gives you 10 connects every month for free. So think of that too, right? All connects last 7 days. Let's see if there's anything last 30 days, right? Oh, you see, like I said, I haven't submitted any. Let's see last 90 days. And you can see apply to job -2, -1, website copy updates, refunded connect for responding to job interviews. So if you're going to connect for you for that and the person rewards to you do this thing, and I will just connect. But it's once the person responds to you and you respond back, that's when their system triggers it though. Remember. Okay. So monthly connect renewal, apply to job -2, apply to job -6. You can see all of this. Okay. So it's basically that. All right. So I believe I've shown you guys all of it. And now I want to show you guys the last part of this, which is basically, what do we call it? I'm not going to show you my messages, obviously. So you can go here for direct contracts. You can go, they charge only 30%. So you can drag clients from LinkedIn who are telling you, I don't have to pay Nigerians, drag them here. They'll pay you. The Upwork is a very trusted platform. So most of them actually love it, especially US clients. Yeah, it's for notifications. I can click here and see to pull my profile anyhow I want, or go to my profile settings. Now, the last thing I'm showing you guys for this is quite simple, okay? I don't need to show you guys how to use the search bar. I've shown you guys enough, right? It's basically, you can search for talents if you want to model after someone or projects or jobs, right? Simple as that. Now, the last thing I want to show you guys here is how to get your payments, and that's in this overview, I think, right? So we'll go to overview. And is there a certain year? No. All right, so I might have to. I usually when I'm withdrawing from Upwork, I use my phone. Basically, that's what I use. So if I can't really find it, I've seen it here before, but I've forgotten where it is. I'll just use my phone to record it, right? So weekly summary, I don't need any of that. Let's see. I don't need this download invoices, any of this. So let's see. Let's check one more time. It should be in that overview. That's usually where I go on my phone when I want to withdraw, but it can be quite different for the Upwork app. So that's, I'm not saying it here. So basically what you want to do is you want to go to settings, and now you can't even put my password here. If for laptop, you want to go to settings, but basically if I want to get paid now, if there was money available here, what there would have been a reason that I said get paid now, and that's basically it. Okay, it has shown actually. So you can click on pending, in review, work in progress, right? That's true. So get paid now. If it had been green, I would just click get paid now. So I can, if you want to withdraw, simply click your get paid settings, payment settings, and I have to put my password. So I'm going to pause this video to input my password. All right. So I've paused the share. Okay, so you can actually skip through this part if you are what if it's going to take at least maybe like a minute. So you can actually skip through this part if you are watching the video. There's no need for you to watch the whole of it. So you need to find where I kept my password, all right? Because I have no more passwords left in me. And I've inputted it, so I'm going to I'm trying to see where I can resume. Okay, I can resume share. Yes, I believe you guys should be seeing it. So now I'm on my settings page, and you can see my balance is 0, so I can't get paid now. And I can view my payment settings, and you can see payment methods. You can add method here. And there's something new I want to show you guys, but that will be an entirely different video. A way for you to withdraw without going through, what do we call it, exchanges if you're using Pioneer, which is why you need to get a Pioneer account as soon as possible, right? So you can direct your local bank. It's showing me card here because obviously my account is still in Canada. I already made a video around that, why it's there. But if you're in Nigeria, you can just set it up with everything. If you want to use PayPal, that's good. But PayPal usually bans people's accounts like idiots, so you don't want to use that. Wire transfer, you can use that. Direct to US bank, that's for US people, right? So I can't add another. It's not showing me Pioneer here because I can't add another Pioneer this thing, right? What I can do is only I can remove it and add it back. So, but basically, when I want to withdraw, it simply just shows me Pioneer or any of the payments listing I have there. I click on Pioneer, it goes to my Pioneer, and then I can withdraw or sell to an exchange there. So I'll be showing you guys in a new video how you can do that. So guys, that's all for navigating Upwork. I've shown you guys this, and I'll be talking about the Upwork readiness test. But if I don't talk about it, go to the Zero to Quit Challenge, go to that Upwork class. I talked about it here. I gave everything in that part, right? So I'll see you guys in the next video.